Hi, I'm Amy from Whiteacres and I help you feel more confident about your business because of how it looks, which also helps your clients to have more confidence in you because you're looking the business. So the other day someone was asking me about the difference between a logo and a brand, and I've blogged about this before, but I think it's quite a grey area. It's quite confusing for people if it's not something that you're living and breathing every day like me. So a logo is a really important element of your brand identity. It isn't a brand identity all on its own. And to confuse things further, your brand identity isn't your brand. Your brand is intangible. It's something that you can't really see or hold. It's what your business is all about. It's that quote that you'll have seen time and time again. You know what people think about you when you're not in the room. It's the memories, perception, experiences and emotions that people have about your business. So it's quite a touchy-feely, can't be seen, won't be exactly the same for everybody, invisible sort of thing. As a business, you'll have something that you want to be known for, a reputation that you want to build and a message that you want to share. And this is something that you can control to a certain extent, though not completely. And this is where the brand identity comes in. Again, this is not your whole brand, but it's the most obvious way to take your values, ideas, goals and thoughts and do what you can do to be in charge of how your business comes across to other people. How your business is perceived by others is not just down to your brand identity, I'm really sorry, but how your business looks is not a quick fix to ensure that others get what you're all about. It's a massive help and worth doing, but alongside this, you're going to need to do other things to make sure that people know about your business and get a good feel for what you do. So you're going to need to invest either time or money in both, or one or the other, in marketing, online, offline. You might do a lot of social media marketing, you might write some articles, you might speak at events, you might get some PR to help get your message out there, you might appear in newspapers or on the radio. You need to think about how you answer the phone, how your offer to your shop smells, the kind of music that you may have playing, loads of different things. If you think about the five senses and try and work out how you're going to put your values across through those, then that's going to be a really good starting point for you. And these things are really crucial for helping you build your brand, and they have nothing to do with how you look. And these are part of your brand strategy. How your business looks is your brand identity. So before you get to this stage, you'll have spent some time figuring out what your brand is. So you'll have thought about things like your values, your vision, your purpose, your goals, and you'll be ready to translate those things into an image that fits your business. So your brand identity includes things like your logo, your colour scheme, your typefaces, your illustrations, your photography, your tone of voice. Notice that your logo features alongside these elements as part of your brand identity. I'd say that it's the foundation for your whole brand identity, and the logo design will help to inform things like the colour scheme and the typefaces in particular. It is a mark with a really huge job. It has to convey what your business is all about and what it stands for all on its own. Most of the time, when you use it, it'll have a supporting cast, it'll have the colour scheme, it'll have the typefaces, it'll have the wording that you're going to use. But there will be times in the life of your logo when it appears alongside other logos. Maybe, as a sponsor for an event on a flyer and it'll be really tiny. Or you might put it on a t-shirt with no other words next to it. Or it'll be on Facebook, it'll appear next to a comment on someone else's business page or in a group. And in these times in particular, you need to make sure that it conveys what you're all about and works really hard on your behalf. So when you look at your business, you'll have a vast range of applications which all form a part of your brand identity. These could be things like your website, your business cards, your brochure, your pull-up banner, your leaflets, your uniform, your signage, the wrap on your car, your Facebook cover, your blog post images, your free offer PDF that you send out to people, and your emails. There's loads of different things, and you can't design any of those without first thinking through your brand identity and knowing which colours and typefaces to use, because otherwise you won't be consistent, and there's no point in working on any of this if you're not going to be consistent with it, which is a whole other subject which I've talked about many times. But your consistency is so crucial to make sure that your brand gets across in the right way time and time and time again. So to summarise, your logo is a mark which is part of your brand identity, and your brand identity is what your business looks like and is informed by your brand strategy. And your brand strategy is all of that intangible stuff that helps you make the decisions for your business. So your brand is what other people think about you, and you can try to control this, although you can't completely, but you can do your best to give the right impression, which is why you need the brand identity and the brand strategy. It's a bit like making a cake. Your brand is the cake, the end product, and to make the cake you need the strategy, the recipe, and then you need the brand identity, the ingredients, and this includes the logo, and you need all of these things to make your cake. So I hope that that's helped to shed a little bit of light on the difference between logo, brand identity, brand strategy, and a brand. You let me know if you have any more questions, pop them in the comments, and I'll be really happy to answer them further.